Welcome, everyone, to an exciting broadcast of college basketball here on 2K Sports. Some great action in store tonight, seeing some of the best and brightest young players on the hardwood.
Ready?
Joined in the booth with Clark Kellogg and Greg Anthony, this is Kevin Harlan. It's Arizona taking on the Kansas Jayhawks.
And you know, guys, we go back many years broadcasting college games, and it never gets old. Every big-time player makes a name for themselves at the college level, and we could see that again on display here tonight.
Well, with a guy like Freak suiting up, you know that there are going to be scouts watching his every move, but you look at the roster of both of these teams, and they're really loaded with talent.
A look at Arizona's starting group. Hollis Jefferson is out there with Mitchell. Then it's Johnson, and it's Lawson in at the point.
And, you know, we've seen a lot of great point guards over the years, and Freak is right at the top for me. The things he can do with the ball are special, and he knows how to control the flow of the game, too. He's not only highly skilled, but he's a maestro in orchestration.
And it's really interesting. Controlling tempo and pace is oftentimes something that most point guards don't really learn until they are pros. But Freak understands how important that is already. It's a big part of why so many think he'll be successful as a point guard on the next level.
And both free throws good for Oubre. Well, one thing about Kansas is that they love their basketball. Jayhawks have long been synonymous with being a powerhouse college program.
One of the true blue bloods, if you will, in college basketball. I mean, they've been relevant and in contention for a very long time. They were winning titles before any official organization was put in place.
Duncan with the bucket.
Superb assist there. He played the role of the maestro on that one.
And here's Arizona now. 6-point game. Hollis Jefferson passes to Lawson. Arizona moving the ball around. Lewis outside. On the wing, Johnson. And the pass to Hollis Jefferson. Shot clock at 5. That doesn't go either for Lawson.
And you said it. I mean, the Jayhawks have won for a really long time. 3 college titles for them. The first one coming in 1952, the others in 88 and 2008.
And the shot is good from Johnson.
Outstanding pass in transition there for the easy deuce.
Arizona on D. Now Freak. Down low, Duncan. Lays it up and in off the pretty assist.
It's, guys, so often big state schools like Kansas care more about football than basketball, but not the case with the Jayhawks. I mean, the basketball program has been a source of pride for a long time, and when you have success like they've had, it's really easy to be proud.
And the basket good.
And the defense just gets caught standing around that time and giving up the second chance opportunity.
You know, that just can't happen. They need much more effort than that on the glass. One thing with Freak that we know is he makes sure he gets his shots up no matter what. One way or another, he's going to get his workout in, and that's why so many are confident that he'll continue to improve.
Part of it is that he has a twin sister who actually taught him how to play ball. She helped him develop his game and become the player he is today. Pretty nice to have a sibling willing to help you develop your skill set on the court.
And it's a completely new group for Arizona. Here's Ewing. There's a screen by Williams. Ewing kicks to Carter. Back to Ewing. Pass to Goodwin. Now the feed to Carter. Williams dishes to Hollins. And it's good. Assisting on the play was Williams.
Unbelievable shot there. He busted out the trick release and left the defender dazed and confused.
Freak, he's in at point guard. And it's Frazier in at the 5 spot. And that one's good. Freak's got his first points of the game. Well, for the Arizona Wildcat program, they didn't really become the force it is today until the 80s. Since then, Greg, Arizona has been a big player in the conference.
How about having a string of conference titles, 14 in total, all coming since 1986.
Taking a look at Arizona. We've got Williams. Goodwin out there with Ewing. And it's Carter in at the 2. Here is Daniels. Arizona getting their last shot to go. Now here's Freak. Not a lot of room. Calderon passes to Dedmon. It's hauled in by Goodwin.
And for the Wildcats, arguably their best years were in the late 90s and early 2000s. In 1997, they won their lone college championship.
Hello and welcome back. This is college basketball on 2K Sports. And if you're just tuning in, this is Kevin Harlan along with Greg Anthony and Clark Kellogg as we get set for the second half.
Guys, we had a tight game through the first half. I think we'll see more of the same coming out of the break.
And it's just going to take one big run for one of these teams to establish control. If we can get hot, his team has a great chance of coming away with the victory.
Freak in at point guard. Also Duncan out there. And it's Terry in at the force line.
And you see a lot of players who are very talented play with a me-first approach. That is not the case with Freak. He doesn't try and attract any unnecessary attention and just focuses on playing his game.
Yeah, I like that about him, Greg. I mean, in a day and age where most guys are self-centered and it's all about me, it's refreshing for a player like Freak who doesn't invite that kind of noise. I mean, that's as impressive as a skill set.
Taking a look at Arizona. Mitchell is out there with Hollis Jefferson. Then it's Johnson, and it's Lawson in at the one.
Boy, some really big names have come out of the Kansas Jayhawks program into the NBA. A pair of first overall picks in their history. Believe it or not, Wilt Chamberlain wasn't one of them.
Freak kicks to Oubre. Lawson with it. He feeds it to Mitchell. Pass to Johnson. Duncan against Lewis. Back to Johnson. Here's Mitchell. Not enough on that one as it misses. And the Jayhawks with possession. They trail by one. Oubre dishes to Gaines. Fires the three. And Freak gets it to go on the assist by Gaines. Freak's got his second basket of the night.
Maybe he's not one of the elite sharpshooters, but even still, that's not a shot that he can afford to give him.
And Lawson with the drive. He dishes it to Lewis. Baseline try. And too long on the shot.
Very dangerous to leave a guy like that open. Lucky break there for the D.
And he gets it to go. Now it's a 4-point Jayhawk lead.
Hard to get that one off with the size difference there. That makes it a tough individual matchup for him, especially down low.
Well, took on the big guys going in there and challenging them like he did. But boy, that was a nice job.
This is his first trip to the line tonight.
And with Arizona, you know they are going to be competitive year in and year out. They do a great job.
Here's Freak.
You know, so often we can forget that these players are student athletes. I mean, Freak does not have that problem. He's an amazing student off the floor and is very dedicated in the classroom.
And how about Freak with a 4.0 GPA, an honor student in high school, and has carried that same work ethic to college as well as he prepares for his games. He truly embodies what it means to be a student athlete.
Freak, he's in at the point. Also Duncan out there. And it's Gaines in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. The key word with Arizona, Clark, is consistency. Always in the tournament, usually make it a few rounds.
Yeah, and typically as a top seed is why they do that. Since '85, Arizona has only missed the tournament one time.
And Arizona making a change here. Lawson's checked in. Dishes to Mitchell. Rebounded by the Jayhawks.
Hard work on the glass once again, fellas. They put a lot of effort into their rebound.
There's a reason why they have 3 seconds in the lane, and that interior play has made a big difference in this game.
To the right side. And foul called as he misses. He'll go to the line and shoot two.
Shooting for the Jayhawks.
First free throw is good, and that narrows the gap to 7. And Arizona making a change here. Hollins is checked in. And good on the second, so he makes them both.
The lead's not looking as comfortable after those free throws. Nice job.
And Freak throws it down.
And they continue to add to their lead. They might be ready to pull away.
No surprise from my end. I mean, they've been really good, and they're looking even better at this moment.
.149 left here in the second half of the game. Lawson the pass to Mitchell. Back to Lawson. Arizona moving the ball around. Pass to Hollis Jefferson. Hollins kicks to Johnson. 6 on the shot clock. Lawson from outside. Arizona with another miss. Jayhawks leading by 8. There's Freak, and he can't extend the lead to double digits.
You rarely see him missing dunks, but the defender was right in his face on that one, and it threw him off just enough.
That doesn't go either for Lawson.
The defense there got away with a major lapse. And with Freak, he takes a lot of pride in where he hails from. Didn't grow up with a silver spoon in his hand by any means, and his family cheers him on from Harlem.
And, Greg, you can see it in this game. I mean, we're all a product of where we've been, our environment, our experiences. And with Freak, he doesn't take anything for granted. Some of the very best players of all time have come from the projects like Freak, and he takes pride in playing for Harlem when he's on the court.
Lewis checked in for Arizona. 44 seconds left to play in the second half. And it's good. Now here's Freak. Lawson defending. That's good. And Kansas leads by 11.
This is a serious game-clinching run they're on.
Yeah, I agree with you. Just not backing off here. I mean, they're looking to close this one out in style. What a time to have this kind of surge.
Lewis misses. And the Jayhawks with possession. They're on a 15-5 run here.
Not the kind of pass you want to be making right there. He's lucky it wasn't stolen.
And here's Arizona now. And here is Goodwin. Arizona with another miss. Here's Freak. No good on the triple. It's Williams with the drive. And stolen by Freak. And so the Jayhawks take the win. Even early on in this one, it seemed like they were happy to be playing at home tonight.
Well, you know, it makes a big difference. I mean, you never felt like they had any doubt that they'd come out on top.
For Greg Anthony, Clark Kellogg, and the rest of our terrific 2K Sports crew, this is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for watching.